Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in this Monday. Hope everyone's weekend was fantastic. I had a really good weekend, honestly. I got to see some very good friends and help them out, so it was a good time. Now, the Nether, on the other hand, is not a good time. So I'm in the Nether today. This is kind of part 2. Objective here was to get to the Nether fortress that you can see in front of me and find not only blaze rods, but also nether wart. So that way I can start making potions. I can have all the materials I need to create Eyes of Ender so that I can get to the stronghold and get to the end and everything else. So it's a lot of very... ominous isn't the right word, but a lot of very intense focus necessary and kind of stressful, to be honest. I don't like the Nether, but it's necessary. So anyway, I'm trying to get myself a safe way to travel, so that way I can not worry about blazes blasting me from every angle. Anyway, speaking of blazes, I finally got down here, and this is kind of an unfortunate place to have jumped in, but I've blocked off a couple of those entrances so mobs can't get through, and trying to focus my efforts on the blaze and then making it through the remainder of the fortress to find the nether wart. Now, I did get shot by a skeleton just now, so I'm gonna poke my head around the corner and take care of him. And this actually took, not this specific action, but working through this fortress actually took a great deal of work, because I had to go back to the overworld several times to not harvest, craft more arrows to bring those back, because I don't have an infinity bow yet. So that was one of the downsides to this whole endeavor. Anyway. Now, I do have a lot of XP now, a lot of levels, so one of my primary things I'm going to be doing in the near future is enchanting more gear. But hey, I got some blazes to follow me, so I'm going to make sure I've got good health. I'm going to take care of those. There's several behind him, so I don't want to get ambushed, but this is kind of the necessary risk you take coming to the Nether. But if I can get my hands on, I would say my objective is going to be at least a dozen plus blaze rods. That's going to help with pretty much everything that I have to do from this point moving forward. So anyway, now I have known some players of the game who don't enjoy the Nether like in the slightest. I certainly don't blame them. But their dislike of the Nether is so great that they avoid all of the other aspects of the game that come as a result of being in the Nether. So they don't brew potions, they don't get the blaze rods, so they can't go to the end. So they're missing out on a lot of the game just by not coming here. And I understand, but it's not as bad as it seems, I promise. So, I've got some blaze rods ahead. I've got some more blazes that have chased me down. I'm going to try to take care of these guys quickly and efficiently. And that. Okay, cool. So I got more blaze rods. Excellent. Got one more coming around the corner for me. And come on, buddy. Where are you at? There we go. Now he's coming. So, the one thing that I haven't done in the Nether yet, and that I'm not sure that I will, is get ancient debris to make netherite. That's a process itself. I did have to come back to the overworld to get more cobblestone, because making that tunnel through the Nether, I ran out of cobblestone and had to come back and mine some more. So, that was... not my favorite moment, but it happened, and this is that. So I wish there were a faster way to get cobblestone. Like, I don't want to make it an auto farm, but mining gets old. And, you know, I might have stirred up some some reactions. People be like, what do you mean mining gets old? This is Minecraft. Yes, of course. I just mean that, like, there are some times when you're playing the game and you're like, I just want to be able to have this mining finished so that I can work on these other projects, like this building or this other adventuring or whatever. So in that sense, mining does get old after a while. It's not to say I hate it, because honestly some of the more fun parts of the game are mining, but it does take a lot of times on occasion. Okay, got a blaze that surprised me around the corner. Oh yeah, and here's a prime example of opportunities where the fire protection enchantment would be handy. And again, I'm going to bring up the fact that that enchantment, as far as I'm aware, that enchantment has been nerfed. Unless I'm just completely not remembering correctly. But, oh well, a lot of things have changed. I don't have fire enchantment, or excuse me, fire protection on my armor. I probably will at some point, because I know inevitably I'm going to be coming back to the Nether to get ancient debris, because netherite's really handy. It's really important to have at some stages. So, but anyway, that's not my objective yet. It will be eventually, but not right now. I'm here for the nether wart, and blaze rods that I've been able to pick up are going to last me for a while, so that's something I'm satisfied with. Now, in all of the wither skeletons that I defeated in this little venture to the nether, I did actually get a wither skeleton skull for the first time ever. And all of my time playing, it's my first wither skeleton skull. So I think that's kind of a big deal, and I really enjoyed that. So now we moved over here, still working through this, and up here ahead is kind of an opening in the fortress, and I think if I'm lucky, then this is one of those areas that actually has another wart. So I'm crossing my fingers, hoping that I can find it here. Got another wither skeleton to take care of. But yeah, so when you guys come to the nether, if you guys come to the nether, because I know some people don't, what is the main reason that you come to the nether? And also, why, like, what do you like about it? What don't you like about it? What are your likes and dislikes? My least favorite part are the hostile mobs, like the blazes and the ghasts specifically. I can kind of deal with everything else, but I don't necessarily like the blazes or the ghasts, because they're just floating around in the air, and I hate that so much. But okay, so if you did notice, there is another wart over there. So behold, I am here. I'm mining it out. And so this is going to change a lot of what happens next in my world. So now that I have access to nether wart, I'll have access to potions, which means I can raid ocean monuments. I can go to ancient cities with night vision and do some pretty efficient raiding there. It opens up a whole new part of the game that I'm really, really excited for. Now, I will open up the floor for discussion and suggestions here. So if you all have things in the game that you want to see me do, such as an ancient city or, I forget the other thing I mentioned, ocean monument or whatever, please comment and let me know, because I do want to give you guys content that you want to see. So if there's something specific that you want to watch me do, let me know, and I will do everything I can to make that happen. And here we are back at the base, now that we've got the nether wart. Picked up some of that soul sand as well, and I have decided to put my potion setup on floor number 4 of my base, which is right here. I actually think this is really cool, and I've used the shroom lights to put up on the wall there with some glass, and that takes the cake for me. I really like how that looks. And this nether wart area is more decorative than it is functional. It is going to give me some. I don't need a whole ton of it, so that should suffice. And hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I appreciate you tuning in. Hope you have a fantastic week. I will see you back on Friday with more content. Stay tuned for that. I appreciate you guys as always. If you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. On TikTok, give me a follow. See you guys on Friday.